Hey team, we're just going to jump right in. We started the recording. Jen just asked me about keto coffee, about what my team is doing. Um, and I was telling them that I have challenged my team to think of this like Girl Scout cookies, okay? We want to sell as many bags as possible. And so a couple of things that we're doing for that. First of all, we are posting that we have discounted samples. And you guys, I'll take questions at the end. I'm happy to do any Q&A. So if you want to jot anything down or put it in the chat and I'll go back later. But we're selling, I've been posting discounted samples. First of all, do not give away your samples. It sounds crazy, I know, but I was giving my samples away at first, and I got one customer after giving away almost an entire bag, like one at a time, right? So that's not good odds. Now let me tell you, in the last week I did like a before keto coffee and after, like a funny like before and after keto coffee kind of thing. One, I just took a picture with my hair all piled up, no makeup, no lashes, just horrible day for me. And just took like a really sad photo, and then did one where I was being like a little sassy pants on the front porch with the good lighting and my hair all done, and was like before and after keto coffee, right? It got a lot of likes and comments, just some good traction. But I posted there that I had discounted samples of the coffee. So people knew they were paying. I didn't say samples. I didn't say free samples. I said discounted samples. And what I did there was I did $3 each, or recommended 4 for $10. Now that put me at a break-even point, which I'm willing to do. If you've got your 3 bags plus the 4th free, then really you're actually making a tiny bit of money on that. So I just want to make sure that I'm not out any money. And so I'm mailing those. They talk about not being able to mail samples. Nobody has stopped me yet. I probably shouldn't say that on recording, but I haven't seen it posted anywhere that we can't sell a discounted $3 sample of coffee. And so I'm shipping them out until they say no. So I've been selling a lot of 4 for $10. Now, here's the craziest part. When I'm selling bags at a time and when I'm selling 4 for $10, guess how many people are coming back and saying, oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh, this tastes so great. Oh, show me how to do this, right? They're trying it different ways versus me just giving out a sample or two for free and then never hearing from those people again, or them saying, oh, I still haven't tried it, or, oh, I don't know if I really liked it. When somebody is invested, they are way more likely to buy. And so I'm just finding a lot of success with that. I will say that I think it was Misty Grundon that posted, she got married. That's the wrong last name now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. She posted the other day that they're doing a 5-day sample pack, your Monday through Friday sample pack. And I thought that was really good. And they do it for $15. Now, by the time you're doing that, a lot of people go ahead and just buy a bag. But I thought that was really good, and that was smart too. So selling those samples and then doing it at the beginning of the month. So I've been pushing for my team really hardcore all last week and this week. Push out as many samples as you can. Like, make that your number one focus. We've been doing this stupid thing with paper chains. Y'all can laugh at me all you want, but like, I've got paper chains for everything right now. Like, we're making little Christmas paper chains. It's been fun. I've gotten my girls involved with it. And so I've just got like these paper chains hanging for every time I'm selling a 4-pack of coffee. I've had my team doing that. It's been fun. It's like really fun to run back into my office, pull off a chain. Y'all are probably like, really, you're an ambassador, you're making paper chains. But I'm visual, and I love a goal, and I love things that I can control. And so kind of like, I'm getting wins every day, if that makes any sense. Every time I'm breaking a chain, I'm like, oh, got a win, got another win. So that's been the main thing that we're doing. Then we are going back to, we've kind of had this word, if you want to call it, from one of the main leaders on our team that just really is so solid and so steady. She's been with me forever, and she's been paid as triple diamond. She went like ruby to triple diamond in 4 months, I think in 2013 or 14, like right out of conference, and then hasn't been paid as triple diamond since the end of 2014. Okay. So she's held on to double for a while, even got paid as diamond a couple of months. And so she's really struggled, with her team, and struggled with rebuilding and all of that good stuff, and just, building a new team. And she shared with us that our leadership event not too long ago that she felt like her word from God lately has been that I've already provided. I've provided exactly what you need. And so she started thinking about, well, how does that apply to my business? Does that mean that I already have an ambassador team that's with me? What does that mean? Because she'd been praying to requalify, just to get enough volume to requalify. And so she took that and gave us this whole thing the other day that we've been loving. That's basically, we are going down through all of our loyal customers. Think of all the people who have stopped working on your team. Jen, we've been in this for a really long, you're 2012, right? I mean, I started the end of 2011. Like, we've been doing this 5-6 years. And so, Jill, I know you've been in this a long time. And like, we have so much volume on our team that is just not being accounted for every single month. And so what we've done is we've kind of said, okay, well, God, if you've already provided with that, then we want to be faithful with what you've already provided. We want to focus on new and bring in new, yes, but we have not been faithful with what you've already given us and what you've already provided. And so we've been searching and going down. And so every day our goal has been to contact 25 people. Now, I realize this won't apply to every single person on here. Some of y'all are like, I don't even think I have 25 people in my downline. But for those of you that are diamond above, maybe trying to requalify, I want you to really think about that. What numbers do you have on your team that you could be reaching out to those loyals? And let me tell you exactly what we're saying. I have it saved right here. I know sometimes a script really helps. Give me just a second. So here's what we have been sending. And this is working awesome. So during our power hours, we're kind of getting together and we're going through and putting this together. Sorry, I'm trying to open this up in the chat. Okay. Hi, Angie. This is Ashley with It Works. I'm reaching out to all VIP customers to remind you that you have access to all of our products at a 40% discount for life. No auto ship needed. You can place a one-time order anytime you'd like to restock or try something new. We've recently added some awesome products that I think you'd love. Can I send you info about our 2 newest products? Do y'all like that? So that was like me and all of my leaders. We sat down for about 20 minutes and crafted that message, okay? We like deleted and took out, and I really feel like that's the message that we've been getting the best response. And we have all committed to sending out 25 messages a day to people in our downline, right? So that's been our new thing. And man, you guys, we are getting response because when they say, yeah, sure, what are they? Because you're saying, can I give you info about our 2 newest products? Of course, we're sending, the next question I ask is, do you drink coffee? And then I'm sending them info about the cleanse, kind of depending on, depending on what they've ordered in the past and how old they are. I've been in this a while, so I've kind of started with legs that died off, if you want to. I hate using terminology like that, but y'all know what I mean. Legs that are no longer around or don't really have any volume under them from like 2012 and 2013, because those legs, they haven't probably heard about hair, skin, and nails. They haven't heard about probiotic. They haven't heard about cleanse. They haven't heard about keto. And so anyway, that's really kind of where I'm starting. And I've sold samples doing that as well. And my team's getting a lot of good info from that. Okay. So does that help with keto coffee? Do y'all have any questions about that? That's really what we've been working on keto and getting samples out, because what I want to be able to do is then have a whole list of people that have bought samples that I'm able to follow up with and then say, okay, let's get you a bag started for this month, and that's helped a lot. So there's that. And then I wanted to share one other thing with you that we're doing that's working. So then we've been going to past distributors, okay? So this, again, if you're brand new, I'm sorry that this isn't for you right this moment, but for those of you that have been in for a while, that just kind of need a little bit of a fire, something new, we have been going back to former distributors on our team. You can run a report under genealogy. You can run it under personally enrolled team and filter by distributor. And so I've run a list of all distributors that I've ever signed up, right? And that list it's sad how many have fallen off, right, over the last several years. But here's what I've been doing, is sending this right here. Hey, Mila, it's been a while since we've been in touch. I think I have a way to help you make a quick $100 this month. Do you want info? Okay. So that right there, we've been able to go back, especially we've started with all the $10 kits. That's where we're starting. All the people that signed up for the $10 kits, because we know that they're still at least active. So we're starting there. And anybody that we've signed up that's not canceled out, that's still active, but not actively working, if that makes any sense. And man, we've gotten some good response there. And so from there, we're giving them scripts, we're giving them ways to host a post, we're giving them online parties to invite people to that are set up. We're looking, because if we can help them get 5 customers by the end of this month, then we've got, they get $100 bonus right now. So we're really working hard on that Christmas cash for those people too. And so we've been taking some time and doing that, and that's working well also. So those are 2 things that I wrote down like ASAP that I wanted to share, because they're income producing activities. And you guys, right now, that is 150,000 million% what you need to be focused on. Everything else can wait. Your organization can wait till January. The stuff that is not making you money can wait until January. Right now, it is time to put people and put volume in the stinking computer. And so that's what I want you focused on. And that's what I want my team focused on right now, is income producing activities over everything else. So
that was so good. I hope you guys all took notes, because I took a ton of notes. Okay, the next thing I want you to share, because you're a rock star at enrolling distributors, and I think that's something that everybody, quote, struggles with. That's one of my strengths. Personally, I sign a lot more distributors and customers normally, but this month I'm signing tons and tons of customers this month and last on the keto coffee. So maybe give them like your best, and we'll post, if you send me those messages that you gave already, like email them to me or Facebook them to me, I'll post them,
So as far, honestly, like I wouldn't say I'm not like a top DT enroller or anything like that. I have just tried to figure out what works best for me and what feels best for me. And what feels best for me is to build relationships with people. And, I know that there are people out there that are at the, that are in the top 10 and in the top 25 that are mass recruiters that would probably teach you something different. And they would say, just message 50 people a day, as many as you can all day, every day. It's just, that's not what feels good for me and what feels right. And I'm all about stepping out of my comfort zone, but I still have to be Ashley, and I don't. So just so you know, I'm not a cold message person, anything like that. But I will tell you this, one thing I've been doing lately is going back through, back to the income producing activities. I've been spending time going back to anybody that is liking my post on Instagram and Facebook and putting them down on a hot list. Okay. So anybody that has liked it at all. And what I'm doing is going back to those people, paying them a compliment, and then using this line and saying, you would be so good at what I do. That's it. I don't tell them what I do, right? I don't say this is what I'm doing. My Instagram feed, please don't go try to follow me. I love you, but I'll block you. I have one Instagram that is like just for me, that only has 400 followers. Like it's just mine. Okay. And I don't share it. So please don't ask. I'll have to block you and you'll be sad. But on there, it's just my life. It's where I'm snarky. It's where I'm really sarcastic. It's where I post stuff that might have a cuss word in it that I think is still funny. It's where I would post things that maybe I wouldn't necessarily post on my Facebook page where I've got 35,000 followers, right? It's where I'm just more Ashley. And so when they look at that, they don't know what I do, because I don't post any products. I don't do anything. I just try to be Ashley without it works, if that makes any sense, on that Instagram. And I'm having so much fun with that, because then as I'm reaching out to people, they're not, they're going back and looking at my page, and they might see a few It Works shirts here and there, or they might see a few small product placement in the back, but it's not an It Works feed. And so they don't know what I do. And so they're like, well, what is it that you're doing? And I'm able to say, well, I'm a rep for a beauty and a health and wellness company. I love it. I get to make money from my phone. I get to meet awesome people. Have you ever heard of It Works Global? people. And so my last 2 distributors have come from that, have come from starting conversations. And it was me, sending a message to a girl who liked a post that was about being an entrepreneur. And I talk a lot about like business. They can tell I'm in business and an entrepreneur, right? It's not just funny memes or whatever, but, I try to just be encouraging and talk about being an entrepreneur. So she liked one of those. So I went back and messaged her and said, girl, your selfie game is on point. You would be so good at what I do. I hope you have an awesome Monday. Like that was it. Okay. As simple as possible. And so I'm starting conversations like that. So that's just lately my new fresh tip. The same tips that I give my team and that I give anybody else are 150% to be yourself and to tell people that you think they would be good at what you do and why. I think you'd be good at what I do because blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm not somebody that can just message 50 people a day and randomly reach out, because if that girl has got, I don't know, if all she's posting about is smoking weed and sleeping around, like, is that the girl I want on my team, right? No, that's not who I'm looking for at this moment. So I'm not going to be like, girl, you should do what I do. Like, it takes me time to really look through and find people that I think would be good. And so I don't know if that probably doesn't help. That probably doesn't answer anything. And I think too, follow-up is the key. I mean, you guys, so many people that are joining me in 2017 are people that I was reaching out to in 2012 and 13 and 14. I mean, I just don't give up on people that say that they're interested. Now, if I reach out to them and they never show any interest, yes, I don't continue to just hit people up 5 times, a day if they've never shown any interest. But anybody that's ever shown interest or reached out or said, yes, I'd love some more info, they're still on my list from years ago. So that's the other thing. And then 2, I always, and I'm sure you've heard this tip, but I always in my follow-up with a question, make sure you're doing that. Would you be open to more info? That's my favorite line. That's the line I've been using since 2012. Would you be open to hearing a little more about what I do? Would you be open to some more info? Because most people are not going to say no to that. They might put up an excuse or say, yeah, you can send it, but I'm really busy. But they won't say, no, I don't want your info. Bye. So that's what I'm doing. I'm still blitzing. I'm still working Facebook. I'm still posting about, can I help you earn cash for Christmas? I'm still going back to my loyals that have been on auto ship for years and saying, you love these products. Would you ever let me send you info about making money while you use the products? And so, those kind of things are the ways that I'm still getting people, same as I did in 2011. So.
Yeah. One thing that I've been doing that I don't even know where I learned this, but, because I have a lot of friends on Facebook, but I want to meet new friends too. So I've been, going to, and you have to do it from a laptop, and you're probably already doing this and you probably know all about it, but I don't know that everybody here knows all about it. So I'm just going to share my screen really fast because this has really worked for me. And, so my dream is to move to Florida, you guys. Can you guys see my screen now? Okay. So I am looking for moms in Florida because that's where I want to live. So you go right up here to the friends, and then you click on find friends. Yeah. I know you guys are all probably know this and are probably doing it, and then over here, if I want to find some girls in Florida, I just type in Florida. If I want to type some girls, I have 7 adopted children. So if I want to type under employer adoption, I just became friends last week with about 20 people that work for the Dave Thomas Adoption Foundation. That interests me. And I know what I do in my life interests them. So that is something that I wanted to share with you guys. Or did you go to college? I mean, is there a certain college your kids are going to? Maybe you want to be friends with moms at that college or college people that go to that college. So that's one thing that I'm doing that has really been helping me to reach out to some new people that I don't know yet. And like Ashley said, I don't just friend every single person. I look at their profile. I see if they're, we would have something in common. And I don't, like you said, want someone who's giving the middle finger in their profile picture or, half naked or something like that. So I'm trying to friend people that really look like they would have something in common with me. So that's a little tip that I've been doing just the last few days, just trying to do 10 new people a day, and keeping track of that, and going and liking their posts. And like Ashley said, I'm on the same page with her as far as messaging, and I'm sure Jill probably is too. We've all been in since 2011, 2012. I don't just message 50 people a day for the heck of it, because people don't like that. That's not me. That's not my personality. So I really am too about all relationships. And so I wanted to share that tip really quick.
Yeah.
And anything else, Ashley?
Well, I was going to say another way that I've been getting new leads and getting new people to follow and friend and all that. Getting a new lead just means new people that are showing up in my news feed. It doesn't necessarily mean that these people are all dying to join It Works the minute I add them as a friend.
Right.
But I've been going to okay, so I tell my team a lot, what are you interested in? What do you have the most in common with? Like Jen said, okay, I want to live in Florida. I want my kids to go to this college, whatever it is. Right. So, I have some comedians that I follow. Sarcasm is my love language, you guys. So sarcastic, funny people, I get them, they get me, and that's who I get along with the best. People that can laugh at life and laugh at themselves. So that's who I'm looking for, right? If you're a serious person, don't do what I'm about to say. So I go over to my favorite comedians, and I'll click on their last video, and I'll go through and see who liked their last video or who commented. And then it will show you if you have a mutual friend in common, right? So it'll say, I'll just, hover over their little picture and kind of see, okay, that looks like a mom. She's got a husband, pictures with their family. She just did a laughing till she's crying face emoji. Okay. All right. That's my love language also. So let's add a friend, because we've got 2 mutual friends in common, and it's not coming out of nowhere. And so, I use groups the same way. I'm in several groups, but it's things that I'm interested in. I didn't add myself to, I don't add myself to groups about, making about gardening and planting stuff. I have a pot of fake flowers on my front porch, y'all. I don't garden. So why would I add myself to that group? I'm going to be an imposter. So add yourself to groups of things that you are genuinely interested in, and then post a question that would spark some interest. If you're in a mom's group, post something like, how long did you breastfeed? How long did you keep your baby in cloth diapers? Whatever. I don't know. Okay. Who makes their own granola? Yeah, that would not be me. What's your favorite brand of whatever? And start a conversation, whether you're actually interested in it or not. And then go back and keep going back and forth with those girls that are answering, right? Ask them a follow-up question. Then if you send a friend request, it's not coming out of nowhere. Then if it's somebody that you really think you could get along with, that you would enjoy friending, it's not coming out of nowhere. And it doesn't have to have anything to do with It Works. And so those are, that's kind of the best way. And like I said, it feels the best for me. It's what works best for me and makes me feel like I'm not doing anything shady or just spamming people or whatever. So
I agree with that. I'm in a lot of, pilot wife, Harley wife, farm wife, anything I'm interested in. Another thing that I just learned too from a guy that knows a lot about Facebook algorithms is, did you guys know that when you post, if you don't have a lot of interest in the first 4 hours, post again? Most of your interest is going to come in the first 4 hours. So if I post about whatever, Ashley's keto coffee before and after, which I plan on doing for sure. And I don't get a lot of engagement in the first, because, and the important thing about that too is every single person's comment back to all their comments, because that gets Facebook fired the heck up. And they're like, oh, everyone's interested in Ashley's post here. We're going to just keep on letting other people see it. We're going to push it out to different pages. So just keep that in mind too. Every 4 hours, if you have 2 likes or no likes, post again, post something else, post something different. So just a thought on that, and engage people. Like she said, ask, this is what keto coffee did for me. Can I get an amen? Or, have somebody comment. My kids carved pumpkins. I had 150 comments on, I asked which was their favorite pumpkin. that my kids' car. I had 150. People want to give you their flippant opinion on everything.
Yeah.
They love that. They love that. So ask questions, I think, out there, like she said, and that really gets people going.
You know, we do a lot of high engagement posts in the morning or in the evening, and then do a lot of commenting back, because then the next thing that you post is the most likely to show up in people's news feed. And so I'll do something. Okay, so for example, I posted the other day, what is your favorite pair of jeans? I own 2 pair. They're both from Sam's Club. That's the God's honest truth. I have 2 pair, and they are from Sam's Club. They're a Bandolino brand. Like, I've never bought jeans in a regular, I haven't bought jeans in a regular store since I don't know when. I've given away or sold every other pair that I've got. And so I genuinely was interested in that. You guys, it went nuts. It got like 300 comments on it. And that was without me even, that wasn't even including me going back and commenting with other people. It stayed, I mean, even when I would open up my page, it was staying up at the top of my news feed over and over. So guess what? My next post right after that was about It Works, because I knew that it was going to show up the most. And so another one that my girls have been doing is show me a picture of you and your fur babies. Okay. I don't have dogs, so that doesn't work for me, but you know, people love to post pictures of their animals. Okay. The one about the jeans worked really well. I asked the other day about, you know, and this was the truth. What is our, do you like Sam's Club or Costco better? Our membership's almost up, you know? And my gosh, that got like 150 comments. What's your favorite brand of vacuum cleaner? You know, I think you may even be able to Google best high engagement post. You know, how much do you spend on your kids? Honest talk, real talk, moms. How much do you spend on your kids at Christmas? You know, those kind of questions people will answer quickly. How old were you when you had your first baby? Those things will get, you know, 100 likes or 100, not likes, but comments. And then now you can go back and comment to each one, or even every other one. Now you got 150 comments on something. Facebook is going to go, wow, people love this girl. Let's keep showing her stuff to all these people that commented. Plus, it is an awesome way to see who's actually watching your stuff. It always shocks the heck out of me to see who comments on those, but is never once liked another post. So I just assume that they've unfollowed me, you know? And then I'll see that they're commenting their favorite brand of denim, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she still looks at my stuff. How exciting. So, you know, that's another tip that I've got is high engagement. And then within 2 to 4 hours after doing a high engagement post, do an It Works post. So.
Good. I think you've already given us so much time already, Ashley. So what about questions? I think there's some stuff in chat.
Sure.
And then we'll let you get back to your busy life.
What did Jill say? Jill said something in that chair. Oh, the Cliff Note version of the info I send, Jill. When people say, yes, I'm interested. Is that what you're talking about? I'm assuming. No, I think she's talking. Sorry. I think that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, maybe you can just send me your messages, like the 3 things.
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering, like, do you have like a script you send, or is it just dependent on who you're talking to? I mean, because I have a little script I send, like shoot me some info script that just kind of highlights everything, but I just was curious if there's something different that you send than what I send.
I'm sure I could find some old ones on my phone. Lately I've just been so big on I felt like the scripts were hindering people. You know, like they weren't responding to people because they didn't know exactly what Ashley would say. And that was driving me nuts. And so I started just really, you know, I have my basics on, like, you know, so I just tell people my favorite things. So I go over kind of like my 3 favorite things and make it way more personal. Because it used to be, It Works as a health and wellness company founded in 2001, and our flagship product is the blah, blah, but like, come on, you know, to read that crap. So what I started saying was, you know, if you said, yeah, you know, I'm a really busy mom, I don't think I've got time for anything like that, but you know, if you want to send over some info, you know, okay. I would be like, awesome, you're the best. Let me just start with what I love about this company. So we've got over 40 products. I feel like the thing that sets us apart is we have something for everyone. from weight loss to skincare to health and wellness. Ages 18 to 100 is men and women are my target market. So I feel like I never run out of people to talk to. I love the way we make money. We can make cash sales. We make commissions monthly. We make bonuses every time that we add new people to our team. So we've got a great compensation plan, and that's something that I love. And then the third thing that I usually send is like why I think they'd be good at it. And then I just say, I am always looking for fun, funny, sarcastic moms like yourself to add to my team. I think we'd get along, and I love showing people how to make money. It is my passion, and it's what gets me out of bed in the morning. What do you think? Is this something you'd be interested in? Like, that's my script. That's what I'm sending. It's not a bunch of facts and figures. It's not a bunch of, that's what I used to do. And I think I would lose people about a half a paragraph in because it just sounded like a script as opposed to, look, this is what I love about it. We always talk about stories and being real. And so, I'll even throw in there with the money part, like, I don't know about you, but we were fine financially, but man, there was never anything left over. And I wanted that breathing room. And that's what I help people do is I help people get some breathing room at the end of the month. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? And that's always my line is, does that sound like something you'd be interested in? And then from there, I try to do everything I can to get them on the phone, you guys. If you're not good on the phone, don't get them on the phone. I have some girls, I'm like, nope, you keep them through Messenger and I'll help you because they're awful on the phone. God love them. They have other strengths, but the phone is not their strength. I am just so much better over the phone or on FaceTime if they can just hear and see my excitement. And then when I follow up with them, I'm almost always using the voice memo to message back to them. Hey girl, I know you said you're a busy mom. I totally get it. I've got a few minutes in the pickup line. I was thinking about you. What did you think about that info I sent over? I still think you'd be amazing at this. That would be my follow-up, if you didn't respond right back or whatever. So
it's been great, Ashley. I think we've all learned a ton. And I just thank you so much for getting on with Jill and I's team.
You are so welcome.
Super excited to implement all the stuff that you've been talking about. We're going to hit the keto coffee hard. I know my team is. We're going to start doing this right away. So
yeah, I'm excited. I'm about to do a power hour, and that's what we're working on. Seeing who can sell the most samples while we're on the power hour. So I'm pumped.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for everything. I love you. And I appreciate you so much. And I know our teams do too.
You are most welcome. You guys have a fabulous day. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.